Hey everyone, and welcome to the 16th day of my 21 days dance challenge. If you're new to this challenge, please check out in the description below. I made a special welcome video that you can watch and see and know what it's all about. We are going to learn another part of the dance today. I really hope you're with me from day one and you get the musicality. Of course, you can always ask me questions in the description, in the comments, or write to me on Instagram or on Facebook. I'm always here for you. Before we begin, I would love it if you give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Let's get started. So yesterday we just stopped after doing hip drops and expressing ourselves with the hands, and now we're going to do a Persian pedal step. So what I'm doing here, a Persian pedal turn actually. So we all know the pedal turn that I'm actually pivoting on one leg. So if the right is in front, I'm pivoting on the left. And if the left is in front, I'm pivoting on the right, and I can do this forever and forever. And it's also, it's very common. The Sufi turn is also pivoting on one leg, but keeping a center line. While here I'm actually kind of describing, if in the Sufi turn I'm describing a center line that I'm spinning around, here I'm actually dividing my spin into two. This spin particularly we're going to do is kind of like in the middle. What does it mean? Let me tell you. So I am taking the right and then I'm pivoting on the left, but I'm turning to go again on the right. So all my intention and all my emphasis is on the right, is on the front with the right leg. 1 and 2. And so I'm not really doing 1 and 2 and 1. So it's not really like it is a pedal turn, but I'm exaggerating and I'm emphasizing the front and the right leg. So leg-wise, I'm doing right, left is pivoting, right, left is pivoting, right, left is pivoting, right, left is pivoting, but it's faster, so it looks like this: right and right and right and right and right and right. So I'm actually always emphasizing the front, even if my right leg is in the back. So it means stepping with the right, switching, right and right and right and right. So always emphasizing the right. Now with my legs I'm doing right, left, 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 right, left. But I'm always emphasizing the front. And the leg goes a bigger step when it goes forward, because to turn it only kind of like steps besides the left and pivoting again and front. Okay, so I'm going to go back as much as I can for you to see me. Right and right and right. So if you see it on the side, big step, small step, big step, small step. My hands are doing one side, the other, one, the other, one, the other, one, you can see, and 1 and 2. So I'm reaching out always to the front. Okay, so if a Sufi turn is turning on my center line, around my center line, this one is dividing the spin into 2, if it's pedal, or to kind of a 2, if it's like how we're doing it. We are spinning to the back 2, we are dividing it to 2, but we are emphasizing the front. It's important for you to understand that, because this next movements are turning, and I'm starting with the pedal and then I'm going to a Sufi turn. So I have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and finish to the front. It's very important. Now, about focus. So when I'm focusing, I'm looking forward and right away, so you know what focus is. I said in this challenge, I won't really go down into technique because I have all the techniques in my courses and in my Patreon and in my Teachable, but you really want to make sure that your head is the one who's leaving the front last and coming back first in order for you to not have a nauseous. And if you're kind of like flowing with it and you have the focus technique, you can try and really tilt your head. It makes it more like interesting. You don't really have to do that. And if you're nervous on stage, I won't recommend doing that, but you can do that. And then after 8 counts, so it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I'm going to a Sufi turn with my hands. One is facing the earth, one is facing the skies, and I'm spinning in place on my left leg to my left shoulder, towards my left shoulder, towards the heart. What is important to say that in the dance itself, I don't really keep the hands in a chest level. I think I'm starting in a chest level, but then I'm taking them up a little bit. So it doesn't matter as much as long as you have the reach out and reach out movement. We're not going to practice it with music, but I really recommend you. I know that it's hard to work on spins because it gives us a headache sometimes and a nauseous and a sick feeling sometimes, but you do have to practice it in order to do it well. So I really recommend just doing this video again and again. And when you're doing the Sufi turn, if it's hard for you to do a Sufi turn, you can continue to do this pedal movement, but just notice in the music, because right after the video, you'll go and see the dance with the music. Notice that there is the music goes intense, 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 and it's really nice to have this development there. So even if you're not doing the Sufi turn as fast as me, still it would be nice to try and continue this pedal turns into Sufi turn, like building up the hands from the reach to the Sufi position. So really what I recommend do is just practice it again and again. Breathe deeply, eat some chocolate, eat some lemon, have lemon juice. Do this video again to practice your turn, and then go and see it with music, see how I do it, and really make sure that you engage your abs whenever you're doing a turn or spins, because it really helps you to stay grounded and make sure that you're not moving with your supported leg. I'll see you tomorrow. Hope you had fun with this, and bye for now.